up, you guys? Welcome back to My Bookish World. I'm Alex, and today I am here to do my 3-month wrap-up. So this is for the months of July, August, and September. So let's get to it because I read quite a few books. And I also gotta get ready for work in like 20 minutes. So let's just get to it. So first I read Geekerella by Ashley Poston. I gave this a 4 stars. This is a Cinderella retelling in kind of a nerdy way. Really cute. I really recommend it. Yeah, super good. The next book I read was The Hearts We Sold by Emily Lloyd Jones. I gave this book 3 stars. This book is about a girl who sells her soul to a demon to help her pay for school. And it's kind of about how this happens and what happens after she does this. The next book that I read was Broken Prince by Erin Watt. This is the second book in the Royal series. I gave this a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I completely forgot about the twist at the end and just a lot of the things that happened in here, and I adored it. It was so good. The next book that I read was World After by Susan E. I gave this 4 stars. This is the second book in the Angel Fall trilogy, the first book being Angel Fall, this being the second book, and End of Days being the third book. I really enjoyed this. Like I said, I gave it 4 stars. It did go down, the rating did go down from the last time I read it, I think, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Then I read People Kill People by Ellen Hopkins. I gave this one 4 stars. I adored this book. It was dark, it was creepy, I wasn't expecting the ending at all. It was depressing, it made me kind of disgusted by the things that were happening, but I really, really enjoyed this book. So thanks to Emma Books for recommending that because I adored it. I then read The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Newt Scamander, or J.K. Rowling. And I gave this one 3 stars. It was enjoyable. I kind of just flipped through it. It was a cute little book to read. So yeah. I then read Tales of Beetle the Bard, also by J.K. Rowling. I really enjoyed this one. I give it 4 stars. Again, just kind of flipped through this. I did read this more intensely because, like I said, because it does have like fairy tales. And it was really interesting to read, to get some of the other fairy tales and obviously get the story of the 3 brothers, or whatever that story is called. And I didn't really read Professor Dumbledore's notes, but yeah. Then I read Quidditch Through the Ages, also by J.K. Rowling, which I gave 3 stars. I just kind of skimmed through this. It wasn't super interesting. It's just kind of giving you more information about the rules of Quidditch in the Harry Potter world, but yeah. And then I read The King by, what is her name? Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is a little short novella that takes place in the Wicked, after the Wicked trilogy by the same author. So the first one, there's a book that came before this, was The Prince, and there's one coming out next year called The Queen that I'm really excited for because this book ended with such a big twist, and I'm just really excited to see what happens. Honestly, I kind of wish that we were getting like full-length books in this story because I just think it's so interesting, but yeah. Let's see, and then I read One Small Thing by Erin Watt. I gave this book 3 stars. I really enjoyed it. It just wasn't what I was expecting based on the other books that I have read by Erin Watt, because I have read, obviously, her Royal series and really enjoyed it, so it just wasn't it didn't hit the standards that I was expecting. Then I read Twisted Palace by Erin Watt, which is book 3 in the Royal series. Sorry, my dog was making a weird face. This is where I had read up to previously. I did continue after I finished this book because there are more books that were added on to the series. I really enjoyed this one. I think it definitely wraps it up. I don't necessarily think we needed the extra books, but it's nice to have them. And I gave this one 4 stars. I'm not excited to put these books back before I have to go to work. The next one that I read was End of Days by Susan E. This is the 3rd book in the Angel Fall trilogy. Like I said, I gave I've read Worlds After an Angel Fall. I adored them. I read them like a year or two ago, maybe 3, and I really adored them. I really loved them at the time. So I really enjoyed rereading them. Yeah, and I gave this one 4 stars as well. Oh. I then read White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This was a reread in preparation for me wanting to read her new series, Storm and Fury, which is a spin-off off of this series. And I think when I originally read this, I gave this a 5 stars, but I did lower it to a 4 stars. It follows a girl named Layla who's part demon, part gargoyle, and she's trying to figure out where she came from, who she is, what her powers are, and there's a romance, and it's wonderful. I then read The You I've Never Known by Ellen Hopkins. I gave this one 3 stars. I enjoyed it. It was not my favorite. I just think it was kind of, I honestly don't remember. It's not a very memorable book, which is probably why I gave it 3 stars. I don't really remember much that happened in it, but I like Ellen Hopkins as an author, so yeah. I did my series wrong. I have all my books lined up on a little stack in order, and I apparently put them in order wrong. The next book I read was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which I gave 5 stars. I'm not going to go into this because it's Harry Potter. Y'all know what it's about. But I have not read this series since I was like 12, so it was really cool rereading it. I love it just as much as I did then, so yeah. Then I read Tarnished Crown, which is a little novella in the Royals series, and it has to do with one of the other brothers and his romance and kind of understanding that. I gave that one 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to kind of understand what had happened in the relationship and see the relationship change. So yeah. I then read Fallen Heir by Aaron Watt. Like I said, I continued on with the Royals series. I gave this one 4 stars. This one follows Easton instead of Reed and Ella. It follows Easton and a girl named Hartley Wright. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing Easton kind of soften up as a character. It was really cool to see. So yeah, 4 stars. Let's see. And then I read Cracked Kingdom, which is by Aaron Watt. This is the conclusion to the Royal series, I think. I don't know if she's going to add on more. I'm guessing it was, because there's like a little epilogue and stuff. I really enjoyed this. Again, just kind of continuing on the story from Fallen Heir, with a few other things thrown in. I really enjoyed this book, and I'm really excited that I read it. Okay, and then I read Stone Cold Touch by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which is the sequel to White Hot Kiss. I gave this one 4 stars. I'm not going to go into what it's about because I already did that, but I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I did lower it down from a 5 stars to a 4 stars with this reread, but I still really enjoyed it nonetheless. Then I reread The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I also gave this one 4 stars. I'm rereading this in preparation for The Queen of Nothing that comes out in November. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I didn't remember a lot of the things that happened in here, so it was really cool. And I kind of forget like how the twist was, so it was really cool to read that. If you don't know what The Cruel Prince is, you obviously haven't been around BookTube for the past 2 years. Basically, it's about this girl named Jude who is a human but has grown up in the world of the Fae. And even though she's human, she wants to be like the Fae. She wants to beat them because that's just where she grew up. And it follows that adventure and, of course, a cruel prince. I then read Chamber of Secrets by Harry Potter. Wow, by Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. I gave this one 5 stars as well. This is the sequel. Really enjoyed it. Was really good. I don't really think I need to go into anything else on it. And then, while I was reading that, and I kind of continued reading it while I was reading Cruel Prince and Chamber of Secrets, I read Bygone Badass Broads, 52 Forgotten Women Who Changed the World by Mackenzie Lee and illustrations by Petra Erickson. I really enjoyed this. I started out with a library copy, but I loved it so much that I bought my own copy halfway through reading it. And it's just documenting a bunch of women who we don't really hear about in history. and the things that they did, the contributions that they made to the world, and some of them just like, I felt so empowered reading this, and I really recommend it. And then the last book is one that I'm actually still currently reading since when I'm filming this. It is September 30th. I'm hoping to finish it tonight. That is The Devouring Gray by Christine Lynn Herman. This has been everywhere on BookTube this year, so I think I'm not going to talk about it because I feel like you guys might know what it's about. I'm really enjoying this. It's looking like it's going to be a 4 stars for me unless something at the end really drastically happens. I just have a little bit under, like, I have a little less than 100 pages left, but I'm hoping it's going to go by fast. So yeah, that's it for my 3-month wrap-up. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow all my social media down below. That's Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!